Good evening, guys. Happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, I was up early again today. Again too, not like insanely early, but like I was telling you guys yesterday, early for me. I think I woke up around 8 something or 9 o'clock ish, which was kind of the same as yesterday, but then it took me kind of a while to actually like get up out of bed. Like, I don't think I actually got up until maybe about 10 o'clock or so, whereas today I know I got up before 10 o'clock, so it was sometime around 9 something, which, like I said, was pretty good for me, you know, like, again, getting back into the routine of things and stuff like that. And the other thing is that actually yesterday night I fell asleep later than I did on Sunday night, although I think I was more tired from like Saturday and Sunday getting up early and going to bed kind of late both those days. But I woke up considerably early for when I went to bed last night, whereas I got more sleep actually on Sunday night compared to last night. So you know, but I was a little more tired today though. At least by the end of the day I was like, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight because I'm kind of tired, but I am gonna get ready to take a shower and go to bed. I did wind up getting some stuff done today. I got the bathroom cleaned today, like deep cleaned. Like, I cleaned like the baseboards and everything like that, because I was telling you guys how like last week, I think it was last week, or like on Friday or Thursday, like of the week prior to that, I ended up getting the bathroom cleaned, but like me and my mom kind of did it together, and like I didn't deep clean it as much as I normally kind of do. Like, I was like making sure to get the baseboards cleaned and like do all the dusting in the bathroom and, you know, like that kind of stuff, which I normally try and do, but again too, when I did it the last time I didn't have as much time to be able to do it, so that's why me and my mom ended up doing it kind of together. But it's also too because I've been getting up so early, and because me and Jack have been going and walking in the morning, it's like I actually feel a little bit sore, but like I felt better too, like, getting up and going out and going walking and everything like that, like I was telling you guys in yesterday's vlog. And today I actually know how far I walked. I think I was telling you guys yesterday's vlog, I was like, I don't actually know how far I walked, just because like it was weird on my phone, it wasn't like updated or anything like that, whereas today I was able to find out. We walked about 1 1/4 mile, which again too I think was pretty good for like, and like Jack was saying too, today it felt like we walked like faster, not faster, but like it just seemed like it went by faster, maybe because like we knew what we were doing, like the path we were going to take, like all that kind of stuff. So you know, it was kind of maybe a little bit better today. But again too, I don't know, we walked a tiny bit further I think yesterday, because there's one path where we took and we kind of looped back around because we took the wrong, like we ended up going kind of the wrong way. So we might have actually walked a little bit further yesterday than we did today. It was funny because last night I was kind of like trying to be like, oh well, maybe we'll just walk like every other day or something like that. And it's funny though, because when I woke up this morning I was like, I want to go, like, you know, I had the, again, anticipation of like wanting to get up and go, you know, walk and stuff like that, whereas like when I was going to bed last night I was more like, it doesn't appeal to me going walking right now, because like I was so tired. But then when I actually woke up this morning I was like, it's a good thing that I didn't like tell Jack, like, because originally I was thinking about that, I was like, I should just go and tell him like, maybe we don't go tomorrow, maybe we just do it like Wednesday and Friday, you know, and stuff like that. And I was like gonna go and tell him that, and then I was like, no, I'll just see how I feel in the morning. If I don't feel like going, I'll just tell him then. And then when I woke up I was like, you know what, I feel like going walking. It was just because I was in the mindset last night, like I am right now too, like the thought of going walking right now does not appeal to me because I'm so tired. So but when I wake up in the morning, most likely the thing is, I don't have a lot of time to think about not wanting to go and do it. It's just like, I go like first thing in the morning, go take a walk, and then, you know, end up coming back. And, you know, like, it's like a good way to start my day, I feel like, because normally I do it before I've had my coffee or like had my breakfast or anything like that, and then I come back and have my breakfast and coffee, and I feel like it's a better like start to my day doing that, instead of like going back into my bed and like eating breakfast and having coffee and like watching TV or something like that. Like when I first wake up, it kind of wakes me up more, and then I'm kind of more ready for the day that way. even though when I come back from the walk, then I'll normally sit in bed and watch TV and eat my breakfast and that kind of stuff. But I feel like I'm more productive. And also too, because I have more time in the day, at least it feels like it. Again, I'm not getting up a ridiculous time, like, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that, like, which would be really early for me. But you know, like, I'm not getting up super early, so like I don't have that much more time in the day. And but I don't know, I just feel like I do, kind of. So that's why I feel like too, I've been more kind of productive throughout the day as well, and like getting things done. So that's why too, also I've been using my planner this week because I set it up on Sunday or whatever it was. And so I just feel like I've been, again, kind of more productive because I've been using my planner. I've been going walking in the morning and kind of, again, to getting like my day started better. But I finished a good chunk of stuff yesterday, and then today I also, like I said, I cleaned the bathroom, and then I also ended up editing today as well. Whereas I didn't get to editing yesterday, but I did upload. I did dishes and laundry yesterday, and I ended up doing my grocery list. But then today, the only thing I did was, again, clean the bathroom, which took me a while because, again, too, I was really deep cleaning it. As if I was doing like more my weekly sort of like touch up, it normally doesn't take me that long, but it kind of felt like it took me long just because longer, I guess, just because it was longer since the last time I did it, because I didn't do it that Tuesday, and then I didn't do it the following Tuesday because, again, I did it on like either that Friday or Thursday or something like that. So it was like kind of like they were too close together. It like didn't make sense to clean the bathroom again. So that's why I ended up doing more of a deep clean kind of this week than I did like the previous week. So because it was kind of a faster clean, I guess. But that ended up taking me a lot longer than, like I said, I feel like it normally does. Laundry baskets were full in the laundry room, like clean clothes that I need people to take care of. So I wasn't able to do any laundry today. And then I could have done dishes, but the dishwasher, I didn't actually have enough dirty dishes to run a load of dishes anyway. So I knew, like, you know, I could unload it and then load it back up, but I'll probably just do it tomorrow. Because like I said, I don't know why. It just seemed like also too, like at the time when I was cleaning the shower, it was like in a really weird point in the day too, where it was like I was also really hungry. Like by that time I was ready for dinner, and like normally I try and clean the bathroom earlier in the day, and I cleaned it kind of late too. So like I don't know, it just kind of threw my day off too, and like trying to get like scheduled around that. So that's why I feel like, again too, I didn't get as much stuff done like as I would have liked to. But again, it's good to have kind of been back in the routine of like making sure that I'm cleaning the bathroom on Tuesday instead of, you know, not cleaning it on Tuesday and then having to do it sometime late in the week and then having to wait another week to clean it. But it ended up working out, so it's ready to go then for next Tuesday when I end up cleaning the bathroom again. But like the other thing too is that I even took like the windows, like, you know, the windows pop out and everything like that, because the new bathroom, the bathroom has the new windows. So I was able to like take the window, like not pop it out, but you know, like you can take it and like clean the outside of it as well from the inside of the house. And then I cleaned like the inside, like the track and stuff like that too. Whereas again, I don't normally do that, but that's like more deep cleaning stuff. So, and it's just because I honestly, because it's been so cold out, not so much recently, but because it was cold out like over like winter and everything like that, I didn't, which I still feel like it is winter, even though again, yesterday was like 70 degrees and today was only like, I think 49 is a high. It was actually kind of cold, but when we were walking again too, I wasn't that freezing cold. The only thing that was cold was my ears, and I was wearing like just like this and then a sweatshirt, which is kind of just like a thermal, and then I was just wearing like a sweatshirt over it, and then like I wasn't really that cold. And like I said too, I feel like walking kind of like kept me warm as well. So I didn't really feel cold during the walk. But the thing was is that it was kind of windy, so it was like when it was windy, then my ears got really cold, and I was like, I should have worn like something over my ears, or you know, like a hat or something like that that would have kept my ears warmer, because that was the only thing. But it also wasn't that bad. Like there's been football games where it's been worse, where like if you have any exposed skin and it's windy out and that cold, it just stings. Like it wasn't at that point, so it wasn't that bad. And like I said too, it was kind of just like distracting yourself while you're walking. You don't really notice it, I guess, as much either. But like during the football games and stuff like that, I'm just sitting there, I tend to, again, like, you know, I'm not keeping myself warm either when I'm just sitting at the football games. But like, I mean, there's definitely been football games where I feel like I felt at least colder than I did today when we were out. But yeah, anyways, back to the bathroom thing. Because it's been so cold, I haven't cleaned the outside of the windows, the new windows, again, since probably, again, like this fall or whatever, since it was kind of warm out. So I ended up cleaning that too, because again, it was nice enough out where it really, even to like having the window open wasn't that like freezing cold. Whereas when I remember there was a day, I think it was in November, when we were working on the upstairs projects, I think once they finished, or they were going to finish the floors, I was cleaning the windows, and I was like, again too, because they pop open or pop out or whatever, so I could clean like the outside of them from like all the dust and stuff like that from upstairs when they were doing the drywall. And so I was cleaning them, and when I was trying to use like the Windex, it was freezing on the window because of how cold the window was and like how cold it was outside. So I was like, this is completely pointless. So like, again, I haven't done that in a while, so since it was nicer out, again, it was like 40 something today, you know, I was able to do that. But it's supposed to be only a little bit warmer tomorrow, like 50 something I think, which again too is still pretty nice. But again, it was like kind of overcast a little bit and windy sort of, because like the cold kind of blew in, so like that's why we still kind of had like the windy weather a little bit, like compared to yesterday where it was hot. Then it rained last night and was kind of like, you know, again windy from last night, and then today was also like windy a little bit, but I'm hoping it won't be as windy tomorrow, and it again too will be a little bit warmer, so maybe it'll be a little bit nicer out. But that was another thing too where I was trying to talk myself out of it. I was like, it's gonna be colder tomorrow, and what if I don't want to go walking while it's cold out? But again too, it's like once I got outside, I was like, it's really not that bad. And the thing was too is that we saw nobody else. Like yesterday there were so many people, we saw so many people taking their dogs through, you know, for a walk through the park, and like just people walking and everything like that. And then today, you know, because it was so nice yesterday, today we literally did not see anybody until we finally got to our block. We were actually in our driveway. I saw somebody walking across the street, and I was like, that's the first person I've seen walking at all. Like at all today. And it was when we got back home. And again too, we went, I think I felt like it was a little bit earlier today than yesterday, but at the same time too, I'm like, you know, just nobody was out like at all today compared to like yesterday. Like we saw people were in the park, like somebody had their kids like on the playground. There was like a whole bunch of people, like I don't know, like just all over the place, like parked in like the parking lots for like, you know, again different like stuff. The only thing was is that there's like a fitness center that's in the park, and there were like people parked there, but like there really wasn't that many people even driving around or anything. So I don't know, I guess all the cold weather kept most people inside today, except for me and Jack. We still powered through it and still went. I do think though that on Thursday it's supposed to rain. I don't know what time, but like again too, if we know that, we might just probably plan on not going, only because I don't want to get stuck out in the rain. Because when we walk through the park, if I'm like, it's like downpouring or something like that, I can't really just call my mom and be like, hey, could you come and pick us up? You know, we're a block away from the park anyway, but I don't really want to call her up and be like, can you come and pick us up? Because there's a lot of space in the park where we walk where like it's not really near any of the like, you know, driveways, you know, or like streets or anything like that. So like if we did end up like, you know, it was downpouring, it'd just probably be faster for us to run home. But like I don't want to have to deal with that. So if we do know the forecast looks like there's going to be rain at least in the morning, then we probably will avoid that. So that is probably the plan. But like I didn't see it was supposed to rain last night, but then not today in the morning, and I was like, okay, well, you know, again, we'll power through and we'll go and walk. But yeah, that would not be very fun if you know, that ended up happening. So I think it's Thursday. So if on Thursday it does look like rain in the morning, like if it was like yesterday where it was like perfectly fine, and then by the like late at night it was raining, then you know, we have nothing to worry about. But if it's like, oh, it's gonna like rain from like Wednesday to Thursday, like during the morning or something like that, then we'll probably avoid it, or like possibly maybe do like an evening walk or something like that. But it's just been really, I don't know, really nice to like get out there. And again too, even though it's not super hot out, like it's just kind of enjoying the weather. Like it's spring, like it's time to get out of the house, you know. If we're gonna have this nice of weather, I want to take advantage of it, because sometimes in March it'll be snowing. So the fact that, you know, again, we can go outside and I don't have to be bundled up in a jacket and snow boots, I can still wear my gym shoes out there. I want to take advantage of it. The only thing was is that there was a lot of puddles because it did rain last night. There's different kind of like path that we take around the park, and one of them is like not very has a lot of like potholes, and then there's another one where it was just like it's more gravelly. That one wasn't that bad, but like the gravel was like wet, you could tell, and I was like, I really hope that we're not gonna like all of a sudden like just step and it's gonna be like a mud puddly kind of thing somewhere that we're not gonna really notice, or you know, something like that. But Jack did get his shoes a little muddy, but overall, we again too survived. It wasn't that bad. It was just, you know, we didn't get stuck in the rain or anything like that. It was just some puddles we had to walk through. But like, that was the thing that's tough, is that like, it's not like there's just like a puddle like in one spot. It's like there's a puddle across the whole thing, and then there's mud on either side, and we're like, how are you supposed to get through this? So there was at one point where I did have to completely like jump over a puddle, because it was either that or walk through the mud. So again too, there was a couple of spots that weren't that great, but overall, again, it was better than actually raining during the day, or, you know, again, the morning when we ended up going for the walk. But like I said, it feels good, like getting out there, and again too, like a mile every morning, you know, and again, a little over a mile. And like I was telling Jack too, I was like, we could probably get it down to where, you know, we can like walk further down past the park, kind of loop back around, and then like walk back through. So at some point we might try and, you know, again, work that into our routine too, and maybe be up to like 2 miles a day or whatever. Would be really cool also. But either way, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.